Hello and welcome to Binge Watching here from my little studio in Cologne in Germany. My name is Martin and today I want to talk about some very good Tom Cruise movies that have been forgotten over the years. That I'm talking about Tom Cruise is surprising because I was never a big Tom Cruise fan. I wasn't into Top Gun. Yes, I like Mission Impossible. I was a little bit disappointed with Jack Reacher because I'm a huge fan of the author Lee Child and his Jack Reacher novels. To be honest, the Amazon series Jack Reacher starring Alan Ritchson as Jack Reacher fulfilled my imagination of a giant Jack Reacher persona better than the Tom Cruise character. But even those Tom Cruise movies were great, I have to admit. The success of the second Top Gun movie, which is fantastic by the way, made me think of Tom Cruise movies that were great but have been forgotten. Let us begin with
The Last Samurai or Samurai.
not your typical Tom Cruise movie. Set in 1876, Tom Cruise plays former US Army Captain Nathan Algren, who has become an alcoholic because of the war crimes committed by his company in the American Indian Wars. He is hired by a Japanese railroad tycoon to train the newly created Imperial Japanese Army to defeat the last samurai of Japan. Their leader, Lord Katsumoto, represents the old way of the samurai, a way of life that is outdated. At least that is the perception of a new class of Japanese officials.
Lord Katsumoto
Fights against the new Japanese army and captures the captain, played by Tom Cruise. He takes him to his base, a village deep in the mountains. There he begins to teach Captain Nathan Algren sword fighting and the ancient way of life like a
Samurai.
Like I said, this is more than your typical Tom Cruise action movie. It shows the inner conflict of a whole country caught between living the old way with honor and old values and the new fast-moving world. The action scenes, especially the sword fighting scenes, are fantastic. No wonder we see some skilled and well-known Japanese actors, and it is their acting, well, their magic that makes The Last Samurai is exceptional. So it is highly recommended. So let's come to the science fiction action movie
Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow.
starring, of course, Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. In this movie, an alien race has occupied Europe. The United Defense Force, equipped with high-tech mech suits, fights back. These aliens are called mimics, and now Public Affairs Officer Major Cage, played by Cruise, is mistaken for a deserter. He is taken to an airbase, integrated into a strike team or combat team, and has to take part in the following invasion. His team is killed in the battle, and he somehow manages to kill a mysterious alien and get covered in its blood. Well, and he gets killed. And well, he wakes up at the same morning of the invasion and the whole thing starts again. But he manages to survive a little bit longer because of other decisions and behavior, but gets killed again. And well, you get the idea. It's definitely a fantastic adaptation of the Japanese light novel
All You Need Is Kill by Hiroshi Sakurasaka.
It is full of action and suspense, and it grossed over 370 million at the box office and got a rating of 91% from critics at Rotten Tomatoes and 90% from audiences. You see, it is worth watching and highly recommended.
It is hot in here.
So last but not least, The Mummy. And everybody, really everybody knows that I love good old mummy movies, especially the ones with Brendan Fraser. I love them, which are highly recommended, by the way.
If you want to know more about the Mummy trilogy with Brandon, watch my video 5 movies as good as Indiana Jones.
In the 2017's The Mummy, starring Tom Cruise, US Army Sergeant Nick Morton and his corporal discover the tomb of Princess Amanit. They search for hidden treasures, but all they find is her mummy in a sarcophagus, in German Sarg. That's a little bit shorter and a little bit more easy, or a little bit easier for a German tongue. But let's go on. So they secure their discovery, and the military transports the sarcophagus, den Sarg, the Sarg, to Britain for further investigation. Well, what happens next will not be revealed, but we do get to see some of the best and costly action scenes of all time, with a zero-G Airbus doing parabolic flights. The movie did not make as much money as the studio had hoped, and the Rotten Tomatoes score isn't ideal, but I have to say I disagree. It's a great popcorn movie and it is worth seeing. Action, fun, a beautiful Sophia Boutella as the Mummy and Russell Crowe as Edward Hyde. Make up your own mind and see The Mummy. It is worth seeing, well, at least once. So here you have it, the best Tom Cruise movies that were almost forgotten, well, till now, and are worth a revisit. What is your favorite Tom Cruise movie? Write it in the comments. If it is unknown to me, I will watch it. Otherwise, leave me a like, that would be very nice, and subscribe, that would be very, very helpful. Thanks and all the best. Thanks and all the best. See you soon here at Binge Watching.